Oh, Gladys, your two buddies are back. Yeah, I thought you'd be thrilled. Nathan and Quantum Eraser, two of the lowest hanging fruit in the flat earth stupid bush, are still butthurt over having their gas pressure claims debunked. So they've come out and had some more things to say. Now, I wonder, will they try and support and prove their assertions, or just sling insults and try to move the goalposts like they normally do? Yeah, I don't think it's going to take you long to figure that one out. Warning: this video is not suitable for small children or flat earthers who are acting like small children. So don those oven mitts, move the monitor back out of punching range, and let's light this dumpster fire and have some fun. What do you say? You tell 'em, girl. Well, let's try and remember how this all started. Nathan and Kiwi claim there can be no atmospheric pressure because gas pressure requires a container. They also claim that gravity, which actually holds our atmosphere in place and produces the atmospheric pressure gradient we observe, doesn't exist. My, how convenient. Now, they initially claimed that a gas container had to be sealed, but when we proved them wrong with an open pipe and some butane, they quickly changed the rules, moved the goalposts, and they still lost the argument. I think that's the reason they're a little butthurt at the moment. So let's just skip to the back of this 10-minute whatever it was and listen to QE's entire argument.
Yeah, I've been sitting on this for a few months, and then you guys go in and try to steal all the thunder. So it's time. So Hillbilly Blue Balls, the redneck retard. Hey, McFly, the jig was up when you showed up debunking gas pressure without a container by revealing a closed container of butane. This, right? I mean, you got to be some type of stupid. For goodness sake, sir. So, you know what? This is tantamount to debunking the existence of dogs by presenting on location from the best in show Blue Tick Coonhound Kennel. You're an abject moron. That's it.
Short and sweet. Love it.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I thought that would go. Once again, Quantum Eraser displays all the mental acuity of a retarded lab rat. Thanks for the insults, QE. Now let's go back and see what you actually had to say about a container.
But if the container is not sealed, the gas will escape. Number one, where's the container? And it better be a sealed container surrounding the earth because the gas is going to escape.
Uh-huh. So according to QE, if the container is not sealed, the gas will escape. What about you, Nathan? Do you have a position on this by chance?
You can do. I just wanted to slip in that one debating point, which is when they get to that stage that Betty's got to. I ask exactly that. What's it pressing on at the top? Because at some point there's gas pressure. It doesn't matter how gradiated you make it.
Nathan and Quantum Eraser also has some opinions about how long gas could remain in an open top container. So let's give a listen to that too.
You're still going to have the same effects of entropy. So yeah, it's a man-made gas, but it's a demonstration that's probably very short-lived. Well, certainly short-lived because of the law of entropy. We know precisely what will happen to that gas, considering that there's no bonds, there's no barrier, there's nothing stopping it from, over time, suffering the effects of entropy and dissipating into the rest of the room, which is precisely what would happen in about 3 hours, probably less, probably an hour, it would do the same thing. I'd be surprised if in half an hour they could still stick the aluminium boat in, actually, John, if having thought about it a little bit. I think half an hour would be enough for it to just not have the same effect, and you stick it in it would just go straight to the bottom.
Oh, yeah, it's not going to be there even with 30 minutes.
But yeah, I think 3 hours is enough to, it's not an intolerable amount of time to ask. But yeah, I would want to see that demonstration too. Let's see that the effects of entropy don't suffer. It doesn't suffer the effects of entropy.
And in his latest debunk, Nathan has this to say. Notice how the rules are beginning to change.
Say if you came back in an hour or two, the pressure would have dropped because the gas is going to escape. But
It doesn't.
yeah,
It doesn't, though.
there's no,
Yeah, can you show
Who
us
am I
that?
talking? Who
How
am
many
I
times?
talking to?
How many times? Can you show us that?
Yeah, it's in the video.
No,
but
it's not. He does a demonstration, then 3 hours, according to you, is all he leaves it for.
So I did this. To prove that you two guys are absolutely wrong, first of all, I used butane because you complained that sulfur hexafluoride isn't naturally occurring. Well, butane is. It's a naturally occurring substance. I used an open pipe, not a sealed container. That was your contention. The container had to be sealed, and I allowed the pipe to sit undisturbed for 4 hours. That pressure never changed. It stayed exactly the same for 4 solid hours. Now suddenly, the rules are changing. Let's go over the Quantum Eraser Nathan Oakley goalpost relocation plan, shall we? You started out saying that to contain gas pressure, you had to have a sealed container. Now you want to redefine that. Now you're arguing that an open-top pipe is a container, even though you repeatedly stated previously that it had to be sealed. You said that in an open container, gas would dissipate and pressure would go away within a period of a maximum of 3 hours. Now you say it probably needs to remain pressurized indefinitely. I'm tired of moving the goalposts for you two ass pimples. Let's do another experiment. How about this? Let's take a mercury barometer and sit it on the workbench. Now it's going to read, depending on the altitude, around 720 millimeters of mercury here in my shop. But you claim that's not air pressure because air pressure can't exist without a container. We'll put an open top box around the manometer. We'll make it out of polycarbonate so that we can see the mercury column. That way the air pressure has a proper container. It'll read the same thing it reads just sitting on the workbench, and you guys know that. But we can prove that it's air pressure causing it, and here's how. All we got to do is put a lid on the box and connect a vacuum pump to it. And if we've got a good enough vacuum pump, we can collapse the column of mercury all the way down into the mercury pool at the bottom. Now that will work, and that will happen every time. And I will cover any bet for any amount of money that is exactly what will happen. So you guys make it easy on yourself. Either take the bet or shut up. Curie, did you call me McFly? I think you did. Well, I'll tell you what, Biff. How does it feel being outsmarted by a hillbilly like me, Folks, I can't tell you how much fun it's been slapping this fool and his sidekick around. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down there under Gladys. And we'll catch you on the next one. Hey, Gladys. We're out of here.